So with all of the hype around that conference and the recent debut of spot Ethereum ETFs, a lot of crypto talk, you might be feeling a little bit of FOMO when it comes to breaking into crypto investing. So here on set with us to explain the basics, we've got our very own Yahoo Finance contributor, Ross Mack. Ross, it's great to have you in studio with us.
Always.
Talk to me about the basics here. If you are one of those people who hears that RFK Jr. is investing all of his wealth into Bitcoin and you're thinking that's crazy, should you be thinking about getting in instead?
Well, one, I'm not going to tell anybody put all their wealth in any particular asset, right?
Yes.
But what I will say is this, right? Over the past 10, 15 years, single-handedly, the best investment you could have made was Bitcoin, right? So not saying the past is indicative of future returns, but when it's all said and done, is it a good asset class to own? Absolutely. It's a great inflation hedge, and it can be volatile at times, but it does give you the ability to share in the appreciation of something that is a once-in-a-generation technological advance, right? And so when I'm thinking about it, right, there's different ways that you can get access to it, right? You can own kind of the underlying crypto brokerage companies like a Coinbase. You could own different mining companies, but obviously we just talked about ETFs, right? And so I actually like ETFs, and I'll give you kind of the pros and cons when it comes to that, right? Because when you think about ETFs, right, for a person who doesn't know much about it at all, you don't have to be technologically savvy in order to buy an actual crypto ETF, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? You can look at the BlackRocks of the world, the Fidelities of the world, and you say, hey, I'm going to buy that just like I buy any other stock in my normal retirement account, in my normal brokerage account. So the pros are, one, you don't got to be technologically advanced, as well as it's going to be less volatile. However, there are some cons, right? One being you don't actually own the underlying crypto, right? And owning the underlying crypto, you have seen the returns actually be better year to date. And another thing are their fees, right? There are fees associated with those management companies owning and buying the crypto for you. So if you're just trying to get your feet wet, maybe you could start with ETFs.
Sure.
But at some point, I would like for that person to actually buy the underlying crypto. And then this, and I give this advice with any form of buying any asset. You're not buying it one time and setting and forgetting it, right? You want a dollar cost average, and you're buying whether it's $100, $50, $1,000, $500, right? The same way you're, auto investing into your 401k, you want to start auto investing into crypto. That way you don't have to worry about, are we in a crypto boom or in a bust cycle?
Well, that's so great that you bring that up, because that's what I was going to ask. We keep talking about crypto hitting all-time highs. I'd imagine you don't think that that means that people are too late to get in.
Yeah, listen, you're not too late, right? I think when it's all said and done, right, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant one is today. And so whether you're looking at the top stocks, like, oh, I missed my opportunity to get in it. Listen, if you start dollar cost averaging, you won't lose your opportunity, right? You take all the guessing work out of it. It's nearly impossible to time the market. Same with crypto.
What is dollar cost averaging for folks not familiar?
Dollar cost averaging, the idea is you're buying the same amount or the same dollar amount of this investment call it every month, every week, right? It's in intervals, but the idea is you're taking all the guessing work out of it. You set up auto invest, and I'm dollar cost averaging Bitcoin as well as dollar cost averaging when it comes to auto investing in my normal brokerage account for retirement.
There you go. We love it, Ross. Thank you so much, and thanks for bringing our audience that great investment advice. We really do appreciate you. And don't forget, folks, you can check out new episodes of Financial Freestyle. It's Ross Mack's podcast that airs on Yahoo Finance every Monday at 12 p.m. and across all platforms where you can get your podcasts.